Hey guys, I'm Mike from On Point Craps, and today we're going to do another subscriber requested video and review Waylon's total package strategy. Hey you guys, welcome back to the On Point Craps table. Today's video we're going to go over a strategy called the total package. It's from Waylon's Way Craps. It was requested by one of my subscribers to roll this out because I typically, do the lower bankroll, lower starting investment. Whereas in Waylon's version, he's starting with like a $3,500 bankroll using $25 minimum bets. And I'm trying to keep it at a little bit more realistic level. Now, I tried running this at like the $500 level. You don't have enough bankroll to bounce back if you have some bad rolls. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Ideally, you'd need maybe about $1,300 to be doing this at a $10 table like we're going to run it today. So I'm going to try to do it with half that bankroll, a $700 bankroll. The initial investment is going to be $70, so 10 times the 70 is $700. So potentially it could work. It doesn't actually give me 10 shots at the rolls because the initial investment's 70, but if 7 out, the next time I come back, the investment is going to be I think 120. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's you add another $10 for the 5 bets, so 70 plus 50 is $120. So it does ramp up. Now, it's a ladder strategy. Every time you lose, you will add another $10 unit to the bets. Every time you win, you'll ladder back down one betting unit. So what I was talking about burning through the bankroll very quickly, I'll be publishing another video after this one. My wife came down and was helping me roll out the dice, and we had the same $700 bankroll, and she had a string of 6s, and which started out with a come out 7, which killed me, and then a string of 6s, which wiped the field, and you increase your bet, and just started burning through bankroll, and we were never able to get it back. I had to cut the video short, and then I was just out of sorts. I lost track of how much bankroll we had, and I stopped the video, and I thought, no, can't do that. I do want to publish this to show the bad thing. So I did another little segment explaining that. You'll see a break in the video. But I just want to show, these strategies can and will lose. Hopefully we can show how it can potentially work at a lower bankroll. So I'm going to roll out again. Again, that's the true test. One loss or one win is not a true test of a strategy. So hopefully we can get at least one win here. So you'll get a 50-50. And then you can see how the strategy plays and roll it on your own. So, as I said, it's a $70 initial investment. And the way it works, it's going to be $10 on the 4, $10 on the 9 and 10, and $10 in the field. Then you're going to back that up with a $30 bet on the 5. Now, the way this will work, 6, 7, and 8 are working against us, but we have every other number on the field covered. It's similar to an iron cross in that aspect, except we're not working the 6 and 8, we're working all the other numbers. So if any number hits besides the 6, 7, or 8, we will win. Now, if the 5 hits, it is a loser in the field, but it counts as a win because we're going to win 35 here. We'll replace this $10 bet, and that's going to leave us with $25, so we get to rack a green chip on that. And that's pretty much it. That's how it works. Again, if we lose, we'll ramp it up by $10. If we win, we'll bring it back down $10. So we are going to be working on the come out. You'll see these purple dice, and you will see them in the next video. My wife decided that she wanted to shoot the purple dice. So let's see what happens. You're coming out. And that is a 3-2-5. It's a no field 5, just like we talked about. Point will be 5. We lose this in the field, but we get paid 35. Again, we replace the 10 Go ahead and rack this quarter, and we're off to the races. That counts as a win, so we don't need the ladder at all. Dice are out. However, this is an 8 easy, 5, 3, 8. We will lose in the field. It's a $10 loss. The rest of our bets stay up. However, because of that loss, we ramp everything up by $10, which means we will now have a $20 field bet as well. All the box numbers are there. And at this point, your choice. When Waylon was doing it, he was buying them to begin with just because he was already at the $20, $25 level. We're now at $20. It's going to be $1 vig on each of these. Maryland's where I'm from. You have to pay your vig up front. So we'll go ahead and get 5 white. We'll pay our $2 vig. Go ahead and rack this. We're back up. Dice are out. And there is Big Red. 5, 2, 7. 7 out. This is inevitable, as I said. 6, 7, 8, they're the strongest numbers, and that's what we're working. So we were at $40, or sorry, $20. So now we're going to be moving up to the $30 level. And we'll go ahead and do this in the greens. We'll do it the right way. I will just add red chips as we go up, because we'll be removing them, but for right now, we'll do it the right way. $30 on the 4, 9, 10, and the field. This was already at 30. That's going to be up to 40. Again, another $2 vig for the 4 and the 10, since they are bought. And we are ready to go with a new shooter. See some hits come down so you can see how this regression works. Dice are out. And there's a 3, 1, 4. That's good for us. And here's the advantage of this. When you're playing these outside numbers with the field, 4, 9, and 10 will pay us double. Because this is going to pay us 30 in the field. And that 4 that we bought for $30 is going to pay us 60. That's $60 there. So that's a nice fat win. We're going to take our $10 off the 5. We're going to take our $10 off of all of these. So they'll all come down to be $20 bets. They are still bought. We'll have to pull these reds out. So we're back to our starting bet. And as you see, green rack is already filled back up, and we're building back this, the rest of this bankroll. That was a 4, so the new point is 4. Dice her out. And there's a center field 9. Again, the strength of this pays us 20 on the 9, in the field, and that 20 on the 9 will pay us 28. 28. And again, we just go ahead and rack all of this. And we reduce our bets by $10 each. I think I messed up. The 5 should have been at $40. Now we're back to our base unit. We're no longer bought, so we will get our $2 vig back. And we're at our base level. Dice are out. Let's get some wins. That's a good win. That's a 12 midnight. All the dots in all the spots. That will pay us $20. Double in the bubble. We're 25. If we pulled right now, we're into winnings. Dice are out. And there's a hard 10. Puppy paws. Sorry, these are not bought. And 10 on the 10 pays 18. We'll go ahead and do 20 for 2. Drop these 2. And we are now into winnings. Dice are out. And there's another 10 on the end. It's a 6, 4, 10. 10 the easy way. Again, we'll go ahead and do 20 for 2. 20, drop our 2. And as you can see there, we are building that bankroll right up. Dice are out. 2, 1, 3. 3 craps. Messed this up. We should have $10 in the field here. I grabbed that by accident. So that $10 in the field on the 3 is going to pay us $10 this time. So I may have missed a payout on one of those on that easy 10. If I paid us here, I pulled it by accident. Either way, we're still in the winnings. I'm not going to sweat it. Still shows how it works. We are winning. So we are not laddering up. So we're good to go. Dice are out. And we 7 out. I talked too much. Lost my rhythm. Talked about not laddering up. So now we 7 out. Point goes off. All this comes down. And we are starting at $20 on the 4 and 10. $20 in the field. $20 on the 9. And $40 on the 5. $2 vig on the 4 and 10. Because we are buying them. New shooter. And dice are out. Ooh, back-to-back 7s. That's a come-out 7. It's rolled on me. It's a come-out 7. It's a frontline winner, but we will lose everything. So we are working our come-outs. But that is okay. You saw how we built back from that once already. So now we're going to be at a $30 base bet. So again, we'll go ahead and lay that out. And this will be at 50. Again, we are buying this. We are going to need some white chips. There's 5 white chips for this red. We're only at $30, so that's going to be, again, $2 vig. New dice. Oh, sorry, that shouldn't have been new dice. That was a come-out 7. Dice are out. There's a 2, 1, 3. 3 craps. That's good. That will pay us 30. And that is a winner. So now we bring everything down. This is where it gets tricky. Because we're going to have to pull all of this and do reds. This is where you're making work for the dealer. I don't know how much they're going to like it at this level. Because we're going to do 50 in red. They're not going to like it at this level because you're swapping out these reds constantly to make your bets right. And so if we're at 40 on the 5. All right, bets are right. These are still bought. They went from the $30 level to the $20 level. Dice are out. It's a 3, 1, 4. The new point will be 4. And that's going to be a $20 win in the field and a $40 win on the 4. All these bets are going to drop by $10. And we're back to our base unit. And you see how quickly this bankroll can build right back up. That was bet pull down. These are no longer bought. Dice are out. It's a 4, 1, 5. It's a loser in the field. We've talked about this before. But it's a $35 win on that 5. Replace the field. Rack the green. Let's go ahead and make some room. Get our rack right. And dice are out. Oh, that was terrible off the back wall. That is a heart 8. Square pair. That rolled. Square pair. Heart 8. Again, that's a loser in the field. All the rest of the bets are going to get increased by 10 units. Or $10, sorry, 1 unit. It's going to be a $20 field bet. And again, we should have gotten some VIG back from when we dropped down to $10. That's fine. We'll just pay it again. It kind of comes out in the wash because I'm sure I'll forget it some other time. And dice are out. And there's a 9, Neener 9. It's a 5, 4, 9. It's going to be a $20 winner in the field. And $20 on the 9 pays 28, I believe. Yes, 28. 28. Again, here's where it gets tricky. We're going to drop $10 on each of these bets. And then we will get our $2 VIG back. These are no longer bought. Dice are out. And there's another center field 9. This time it is a 5, 3, 9. So that will pay 10 in the field. And 14 will do 15 for 1. So this is starting bankroll right here. Let me just double check. 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. So this is starting bankroll. We have $10 in winnings plus $70. So we're already at $80 winnings. That's not quite a 10% win at this point, so we'll just keep on going. Dice are out. And that's a 6. 6 the easy way. 5, 1, 6. Again, that's a loser in the field. And we are going to go ahead and up all of our bets by 10. That's 10, 20, 30, 40. And then we're going to need $20 in the field. Again, $2 VIG on the 4 and 10 to buy them. Let's go. Dice are out. Double in the bubble. 12 midnight. All the dots and all the spots. That's going to be a $40 win. $40. That's all good. These will come down. Everything's back to base bet. Now we have some serious winnings going on. You see how quickly one hit after that ladder brings us right back. We're going to get our $2 VIG back. Of course, that was a double in the bubble. That helps, but it doesn't take long to build that bankroll back when this is working. Dice are out. Speaking of double in the bubble, that's a pair of aces. 2 craps. That is going to pay 10, 20. Dice are out. And we 7 out. 7 out. We'll run through this one more time. We've been rolling for about 20 minutes. We'll roll through this one more time. We are at the $10 level, so we're going to jump up to the $20 level. Hopefully we can get some good hits. Get some more winnings. We could walk away now. Let's see. This is starting bankroll. We're already at 20, 40, 60. We have $60 in winnings. So we're not doing too bad. That should be right. We're going to buy the 4 and 10 for this $2. Select the new shooter. Let's get a couple hits here and walk away. Dice are out. There's a 10, 10 on the end, 10 easy. 6, 4, 10. That's what we like to see because that's going to be a $20 win here and a $40 win here. Again, drop this, pull all these bets down. This then becomes a $30 bet. That should have only been 40 instead of 50, but it doesn't matter. It all came out in the wash, as I said. Again, we're back into winnings here. 500, 600, 700. This is our starting bankroll. This is profit plus what we have here. This comes back down to 10. So what do you have? 10, 20, 30, 45. We get our 2 vig back. So we're at like $50 here. And that was a 10. The point is 10. Let's get a couple more hits here. Dice are out. There's another 10. That is the point. 6, 4, 10. That's going to pay us 10 up front. And we'll do 20 for 2. Again, we are working. Dice are out. And shouldn't have said it because that's a loser in frontline winner, loser on all of our bets. But that's fine. So with that, like I said, we've been shooting about 20 minutes. We'll wrap this up. We got 500, 600, 700. So that's our starting bankroll. Let's see what we walk away with. That's 25, 50. That's a $75 win. So it's only a 10% win at this point. I'm more or less just cutting it short due to time. Hopefully you see how the progression can work. Give the $3 to the dealers for a tip. We walk away with $75 winnings. That's a good win in my bet. Let's see, 20% of 700 would have been 140. So we're about halfway to our goal, a little over 10%. But hopefully you can see how this strategy works. As I said, it's called the total package. And Waylon's had a lot of success with it with a higher bankroll and higher minimum bets. I still think $700 may be a little too low. I was fortunate I got a good roll and was able to maintain my bankroll. And you didn't see how quickly it can turn on you. Stay tuned to the next video and you will see that if you get on a bad run, hitting a lot of 6 and 8s, and you're laddering up and then you 7 out, you can't make the bankroll. That's ultimately what happened to me on the final roll of that one. I still had, and that's why I said I lost track of the bankroll, but I probably had a couple $100 left, but not enough to come back out and completely run the strategy. Now I could have switched strategy and did something else, but that's neither here nor there. We're trying to work this total package. So that's it. I can't remember who requested this, so I apologize for that. I would have shouted you out by name, but hopefully you enjoy it and see that it can work at a lower level. This is how I would run it if I were to do it. Definitely $10 level, at least a $700 bankroll. $500 is just too low because it turns too quickly. So at least $700, possibly more if you can do it. That's as low as I can get it and make it realistic. So thanks for watching. Smash the like button. It helps the channel grow. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Again, it does nothing to hurt you at all and does everything to help me. So please, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I put new videos out. And finally, as always, share the video with friends, family, and the others so that they can see how to play craps, learn to love craps the way I love craps, so that they can come to the casino, and eventually I'll see you on the casino floor.